Hi, this is Gordon from the Get Stuff Done project, and today I want to get into a bit more of a longer discussion compared to some of the short form videos that we've been putting out so far. So this is the first topic discussion that I would like to share with you, and it's really building on the topic that was first covered in the Get Stuff Done project launch, which is that a part of what this project initiative will be about is how you as an individual can go about building your individual brand. It's called personal branding in a lot of scenarios, but in a sense, when we say personal branding, a lot of people will think that this is about promoting yourself, selling yourself, kind of really trying to use various channels to develop the personal brand and maybe even try and monetize your personal brand. But that's not what I want to talk about, and that's definitely not what I want to focus on when I talk about developing the brand of you. The brand of you is really quite simply your reputation as a person and a professional, right? So a professional person, I should say. And when we talk about being, having that reputation, it is essentially what people will describe you, how people will describe you, what they will say about you if they were asked to describe you as a person. And the things which come up continuously from multiple sources, that kind of continuous thread of repetition that you hear, that people clearly know about you, and that is how you are perceived to more than just one person, can be the things which we can define as the you, the brand of you. Of course, in a company setting, we do a performance evaluation that in most cases will be from your manager, but in a 360 scenario we also go horizontally to peers, and of course also direct reports. The people that to you will also have that kind of feedback. So it's important to get as much a 360 view as you can, because they will have different impressions. You will be adopting a different role, you might have a certain different kind of presence according to who you are working with and speaking to, communicating and interacting with. And so consequently it is important to get those viewpoints from all different directions. So this can be done very simply. And I do suggest, if you've never done this before, if you've never had a kind of official or formal 360 done before, that you take this chance to actually ask the people around you. And I would also include personal connections as well, friends and family. That's an important part of your life to get that impression. And ask a bunch of people that know you sufficiently well that can actually answer this, but also people that you can trust to give an objective response. And ask them to describe you in a few words, and collect those and see what those common threads are. See what keywords come up more than once from more than one different person, and then you can almost kind of have a ranking. Well, confident is the one that comes out the most. That's maybe the most important brand quality that I have, and maybe second could be funny. If everyone thinks that you're a funny person, and then you'll have, of course, that top one might be strongly. You might have a 3 or 4 or 5, which are all kind of similar and a higher level. Then you can take those, and you can, of course, you might be surprised. You might actually find out that there are things which continuously say about you which you didn't know, and that's possible. That is, a sense of lack of self-awareness, that in fact everybody thinks that you are a very talkative person, but in your mind you don't consider yourself to be a talkative person. You select your words carefully. You might not actually talk that much compared to others in other parts of your life, but in the circumstances that you ask those people, and that those particular areas, they do consider you to be talkative, which is kind of unknown to you. So you can learn some new things, which is always good. Of course, also you might just hear things which you know already, but you can get confirmed about that. So that's also good to have from that sense as well, so that you can have a higher sense of self-awareness. You can also have an idea that there might be things which you think you are, which you're not. That is, of course, the flip side of that. You might consider yourself to be a very, let's say, helpful person, but actually that doesn't come up once from anybody's response of the kind of person you are. So you might think that you're a very helpful person. You might be a helpful person, but people don't think of you as a helpful person per se. And so we have two responses to that. One is helpfulness, just as an example, is helpfulness something that I want to try to enhance? Is that important to me to be known and recognized as a helpful person, in which case we do that? Or I know that actually people don't consider me to be helpful. I know that I am helpful in my own way, and that's totally fine. It's not one of my important well-known attributes. So there's a few things that you can do with that. Once you then have those top-ranked attributes that make up the brand of you, it's important to look at whether those are the things which you have either consciously put forward, or whether that's just your kind of natural self. There are many assessments which will actually show that people do assume different roles and profiles according to the scenario that they're in. There is your kind of one true authentic self, which is, your personal inner self, which, only you know. But when we are in a work context, we might adopt a different kind of a personality profile. We might then consequently be known to be, to have certain characteristics. And then in a personal context, as a parent, as a child, as a relative, you adopt a different personality profile, and so that will also be different. But it's important to see those. For some people, there's not much different. They have a very close alignment of those different kinds of scenarios. For others, they can be very different. And I think definitely in some cultures, there is a strong separation between the different scenarios of your life and the role that you must play. And so that will be interesting also to play out. There is nothing wrong with having very different personality profiles or very similar ones. It's not about comparing and contrasting. It's really about just knowing and being aware of those differences or similarity you have. So once you've got those kind of personal brand attributes, if we put it into marketing kind of language, then what do we do with it? And then I think the important thing is to, having analysed whether these are new things to you or already well known to you, then it's important to double down on those things to make sure that if those things that have come up are indeed the things that you would like to be known for, they are the kind of things which will help you achieve what you want to do, then you utilise those to be even more known for those. And that in that way, you can kind of enhance your personal brand, your reputation, and you can be known more and more for those kind of things. As you are known more and more for those kind of things, you become, a person of value in that particular area. So if we say that, for example, you are a very good listener, you are in an area where listening is an absolute critical skill, and that's come up highly, but perhaps you have had people in some areas of your life not aware that you are, then you let them know that that is something that you are good at, something that you care about, something that you would like to show that you can do. And as you do that, you then can further become more successful in that area. So it's a really good way to kind of enhance your strengths and not to focus on your weaknesses. At the end of the day, you can't eliminate all of your weaknesses, and working on your weaknesses will probably only bring them up to a mid-level kind of comparative scale. Whereas if you focus on your strengths, the things which you are most well known for and the things which you think are important, you can take them up to the kind of the nth degree and to be really, really, really competitive. So as you enhance those strengths and you become more and more well known for those things, then you can become the go-to person, the person of highest value for that particular area. And that is going to enhance your reputation and make you able to do even more in that. So I hope that has been helpful, sharing some thoughts around the brand of you and how you can kind of enhance and go down a path to make that as you know, as good as it possibly can be. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Happy to answer those. And you know, we're going to make this a regular thing. So hope you've enjoyed this video and you come back again to see some more of these videos in the future. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.